Mask Prep. We are going to start with lesson number 8 today, Cell, the Structure of Life. We have already completed 2 major units of your book, and today with the start of this lesson number 8, we are going to start with the unit 3, right? So let's get started. So first of all, about the history of the cell, who identified it, who discovered it. It was done by Robert Hooke in the year 1665. So he was observing certain things under the microscope, and when he saw the cork, right, the dead bark, which is made from the dead bark, under the microscope, and then he found some like chamber-like structure, honeycomb-like structures inside that, and he found those to be empty. So he had identified that in the living ones, these chambers, these small spaces, these were not empty. There was some, it was filled with something. He observed the cork under the microscope, then he found those to be empty. So that means in living cells, there was something which is inside that. So hence he called it a cell, right? Cell is the name given to the small compartments, small tiny chambers, right? So he called it a cell. And as we know that cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. It is the tiniest thing in an organism that functions, right? We have spoken about the small organisms that are made up of a single cell and they function as a whole, right? So depending on the number of cells in an organism, it can be unicellular, it can be multicellular. In the small organism, as we studied in case of Kingdom Monera, so these were very tiny organism and they composed of a single cell. So single cell performed the entire functions, whatever it was. Now, these functions, how come these single cell survive on its own in the complete organism? Because of certain things which are present inside that. So we'll talk about it in this chapter. Others are the unicellular. So the types are unicellular and multicellular. So a lot of cells come together and perform different functions, thus make an organism, right? Now the types of cell, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. We have studied in the kingdom chapters that wherever the term karyo comes, it is defining the nucleus. Pro means primitive, eu means the real, right? So prokaryotic cells are those in which the primitive type of nucleus is present. That means the nuclear material is open and there is no specific demarcations. And whereas in eukaryotic cells, the proper nuclear material is proper and the proper demarcations are there and proper cell membrane bound organelles are present. Like in advanced organism, like, we call it plant cell, animal cell and so on. Whereas prokaryotics are seen in bacteria, eubacteria and so on. Talking about the various characteristics. अब अगर एक सेल है यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म का, वो सिंगल सेल इंडिविजुअली कैसे सरवाइव करता है? देयर आर डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनेल्स इनसाइड. सो एक सेल के अंदर भी मल्टीपल मोर ऑर्गेनेल्स आर प्रेजेंट विच परफॉर्म देयर स्पेसिफिक रोल्स, thus making the cell sufficient to survive on its own in those unicellular organism as well as in multicellular organism. So let's talk about it. We are going to start with the cell membrane, the outer layer. अब कोई भी चीज है उसका एक आउटर लेयर है, एक फ्रेम है जिसके अंदर सारा मटेरियल है, right? So this is the cell membrane which is enclosing all the cell organelles inside it. So this is a semi-permeable membrane. सेमी परमिएबल और सिलेक्टिव परमिएबल भी कहा जाता है इसको. इसका मतलब क्या है? इट डज नॉट अलाउ एवरीथिंग टू मूव इन एंड फ्लो आउट, राइट? अगर ये सिलेक्टिवली परमिएबल नहीं होगी तो अंदर के सारे ऑर्गेनेल्स ऐसे बाहर फ्लो आउट कर जाएंगे. सो इट इज लाइक अ गेट, राइट? इट इज लाइक एन एनक्लोजर. सो ये सिलेक्टिवली परमिएबल है जिसकी वजह से इट डज नॉट अलाउ द इनर ऑर्गेनेल्स टू एस्केप आउट एंड बट अलाउ द air and water to move in the cell. right? When it is required by it. Okay, in the cell membrane, it controls the entry and exit of the substances, as we have just discussed. कि किसी भी चीज को अंदर आने से पहले there are some harmful chemicals also. So it does not permit those chemicals to flow in, right? So it restricts them out and does save the cells from the damage. साइटोप्लाज्म इज अ जेली लाइक सब्सटेंस. उसके अंदर का जो मैट्रिक्स है, राइट, उसको साइटोप्लाज्म कहते हैं. द जेली लाइक सब्सटेंस दैट इज फिल्ड इन द सेल. It contains the organelles and is the site for various biochemical reactions. So all the biochemical reactions यहाँ होते हैं. So imagine there is a boundary first outside which is called the cell membrane. फिर वो अंदर की जितनी space है वो एक matrix से, fluid से, ये jelly like substance से भरी गई है. That is the cytoplasm. Next is the nucleus. Nucleus is very, very important. It carries the genetic material, the DNA, right, which shows the characteristics. It is also called the control center of the cell. अब न्यूक्लियर के अंदर जो कि प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल्स हैं, उसके अंदर जो जेनेटिक मटेरियल इज लाइंग ओपनली, बट इन यूकैरियोटिक cells the nucleus also has a cell membrane and nucleoplasm. जैसे यहाँ cytoplasm को word है, तो it means the fluid or the gel-like substance of the cell. There is a nucleoplasm, which is a gel-like structure which is present inside the nucleus, and thus there is the genetic material, the DNA, the chromosomes. They are there inside that. Now about the organelles. Various organelles, उनके क्या role है, क्या function है, कैसे perform करते हैं. Let's move on to that. Mitochondria, first of all, it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. अब कोई भी चीज है, किसी भी चीज को फंक्शन करने के लिए पावर चाहिए, एनर्जी चाहिए. तो सेल के अंदर ये एनर्जी कहाँ से प्रोवाइड हो रही है? थ्रू दी माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. इट प्रोवाइड्स दी energy to the cell. This is the site of cellular respiration where glucose is broken down. So glucose क्या है? Is a food. जब उसको break down करेंगे तो ATP, adenosine triphosphate की form में energy release होती है, which is generated by this mitochondria. It is found in large number in the cell, requires more energy such as muscle cell. जहाँ जैसे हमारे muscular cells में we require more energy. So those cells are in those cells mitochondria is present in large number. ठीक है, ज्यादा energy चाहिए जहाँ पर वहाँ it is more in number. Coming on to the endoplasmic reticulum, it is both. There are two type of endoplasmic reticulum, rough ER and smooth ER. As you can see it in the picture here, ये nucleus के around ये जो structure नजर आ रहा है, this is the endoplasmic reticulum. अब इसकी two categories इसलिए हैं. The RER carries the ribosome, so you can remember it like R for ribosome, R for rough. Right, so that makes it easier to remember that ways. So rough endoplasmic reticulum के ऊपर ये जो tubule like structure है, इसके ऊपर ribosomes present होते हैं, right? तो that is why giving it a rough appearance. अब smooth के ऊपर ये present नहीं होते, तो that is why the appearance is smooth, right? So that is how in appearance they look different. That is how they are named different, right? RER and SER. So, since rough endoplasmic reticulum bears the ribosome, so it helps in the protein synthesis and the transportation, right? Ribosomes के बारे में we will talk about later in the next slide. But जो ribosomes ने protein बनाया, उसको further transport करने के लिए these tubule-like structure are present, which is called the endoplasmic reticulum. और smooth के अंदर, since there are no ribosomes, so the appearance is smooth, but they also help in lipid synthesis, right? Metabolism of carbohydrate and detoxifying drugs and poisons. So जो अगर in case some harmful chemicals still move in, still come inside the cell, so to prevent the cell from that, smooth endoplasmic reticulum plays a role here, right? Golgi apparatus. It is composed of a stack membrane bound sac. अब right next to this one, this over here is the Golgi apparatus, this one. तो ये एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम के पास ही प्रेजेंट होता है, राइट. सो इट मॉडिफाइज एंड सॉर्ट्स एंड पैकेजेस द प्रोटीन. अब जब हमने कुछ like when we order something online, so it goes to the packaging area. अब यहाँ पे राइबोसोम्स में प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस हो गई, उससे ट्रांसफर हुआ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम से. नाउ द पैकेजिंग ऑफ द प्रोटीन एंड द लिपिड्स, इट हैज टू बी सॉर्टेड आउट. सो दिस सॉर्टिंग आउट इज डन इन द गोल्जी apparatus, and this sorting out for secretion or deliver to the rest of the parts of the cell. It also plays role in forming the lysosomes, right? Lysosomes also we'll talk about later now. So Golgi apparatus plays an important role in these are the sac-like structures present over here. अब जैसे उसमें से एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम में से प्रोटीन्स बने, वहां से रिलीज हुए, और फिर उसकी पैकेजिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का काम इज डन बाय दी गोल्जी apparatus, राइट. सो यहाँ पर प्रोटीन्स एंड लिपिड की सिंथेसिस की पैकेजिंग एंड transportation का work is done here. It also plays a vital role in forming the lysosomes. Now coming on to the ribosomes. इनकी presence कहाँ है? Present on the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and otherwise also in between somewhere they are present. So tiny spherical structure made from RNA and the protein. So they are responsible for the protein synthesis and translating genetic information. So ribosomes का main role is to the synthesis of the protein. ठीक है, protein synthesis में ये help करता है. We have just discussed they are lying in the cytoplasm or attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Both ways they are present. और इनका role क्या है protein synthesis में. Lysosomes, they are also called as the suicide bags of the cell. अब इसका क्या काम है? ये कुछ भी हार्मफुल केमिकल्स अगर कुछ होते हैं तो इट स्टार्ट्स एब्जॉर्बिंग इट, दे क्लियर द डेब्री ऑफ द सेल. मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड सेल ऑर्गेनेलीज है कंटेनिंग डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स. इसके अंदर डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स प्रेजेंट है which helps in breaking down of the unwanted material. As we discussed earlier, sometimes the unwanted material still moves in the cell. So to clear it all, it is the job of the lysosome. And then invading pathogens also. कोई harmful बैक्टीरिया ने इफेक्ट इंट्रूड कर दिया, कुछ उस कहीं किसी पॉइंट पे डैमेज हो रहा है अगर सेल को, तो लाइसोसोम हेल्प इन दैट. दे आर नोन एज द क्लीन अप क्रू और द सुसाइड बैग्स. वन इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट इज कि अंडर दोज सर्कमस्टेंसेस जहां पर सेल इज नॉट गेटिंग इनफ फूड और न्यूट्रिशन टू सर्वाइव, वहां लाइसोसोम क्या होते हैं, अपने ही ऑर्गेनेलीज को आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पाते अंडर दोज कंडीशन एंड स्टार्ट कंज्यूमिंग देयर ओन ऑर्गेनेलीज. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज द सुसाइड बैग ऑफ द सेल. कमिंग ऑन टू द क्लोरोप्लास्ट. क्लोरोप्लास्ट हमें पता है इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द सेल्स ऑफ प्लांट्स ओनली, राइट. इट इज अ डबल मेम्ब्रेन सेल ऑर्गेनेली वेयर containing chlorophyll, that is the green pigment. It is responsible for the photosynthesis, right? जहां पे light energy को chemical energy पे convert किया जाता है, and they are found in autotrophic organism like plants and algae only, right? It is absent in case of animals since they do not perform photosynthesis. Coming on to the vacuole. मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनेल है, सैक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है जिसके अंदर स्टोरेज होता है, राइट. प्लांट सेल में स्टोरेज ज्यादा की जरूरत होती है. देयर आर अदर थिंग्स विच आर मिसिंग इन द प्लांट सेल, दैट इज व्हाई दे हैव द लार्जर वैक्यूल. व्हेन वी कम टू द एनिमल सेल, there is more storage spaces are there, so that is why the vacuole is generally smaller in size or maybe absent, right. In animals, vacuoles are smaller and serve as the storage unit. Now cytoskeleton. Since सेल बहुत सॉफ्ट टेंडर है, उसको अपना एक स्केलेटन भी चाहिए, थोड़ी रिजिडिटी भी चाहिए टू सर्वाइव इन different kind of environment. So that is why this cytoskeleton is a network of protein fibers, microfibers हैं, microtubules हैं और intermediating filaments हैं, जिनकी वजह से सेल को थोड़ी स्ट्रेंथ प्रोवाइड होती है, सपोर्ट मिलती है and helps in the cell movement also, right? It also assists in transportation of material within the cell. सेल के अंदर ही जो सामान इधर का उधर जाना है तो उसमें भी this cytoskeleton it helps. Now centrioles are present in animal cell only. It helps in the cell division. During the cell division, centriole जो spindle like structures, we are going to talk about the same in the next chapter, in the cell division chapter. So then we will get to know कि cell division के time पे the centriole becomes active and then it allows the cell to multiply and divide, right? So this is about the various cell organelles. Let's just have a look at the major differences between the plant and animal cell, right? So talking about the cell wall, first of all, हमने इसमें cell membrane पढ़ा था, but in plants, since they lack the external support or the rigidity, so they have this one more extra structure in the cell, which is the cell wall, which is thick and rigid, right? That provides the support. So, and it is made up of cellulose. So in the plant cell it is present and in animal it is absent. Chloroplast also, we know that since being autotrophs, plants show the presence of chloroplast, whereas it is absent in animal cell. Vacuole इसमें large and specific है, whereas in animal cell it is small or maybe absent. Shapes are generally इनकी fixed shapes होती हैं, they are rectangular in shape, जो plant cell है, but animal cell में हर एक body part में अलग तरह का cell है क्योंकि उसको different function perform करने हैं. So that is why it is irregular or flexible depending on the roles and the function it performs. Now about the major importances that a cell play. It provides the support and structure, provides shape and support to the organism. Energy production में help करता है, generate energy requires for the life processes, जैसे कि हमने देखा कि ATP generation और जिससे energy आती है body में to work to perform various works, right? Reproduction, it also helps in reproduction, repair and cell division, ठीक है? जैसे सेल डिवीजन होगी तो ग्रोथ भी होगी, ठीक है? तो जैसे जैसे सेल डिवाइड करेंगे इट हेल्प्स इन ग्रोथ एंड इट आल्सो हेल्प्स इन रिप्रोडक्शन. ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ सब्सटेंसेस, रेगुलेट मूवमेंट ऑफ मटेरियल इन एंड आउट ऑफ द सेल. मूविंग इन एंड आउट उनको रेगुलेट करता है, कम्युनिकेट करने में हेल्प करता है, फैसिलिटेट सिग्नल्स एंड कोऑर्डिनेट अमंग्स डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी, right? So these are the major roles performed by the cell. कुछ specialized cell है, जैसे किसी भी जगह में अगर cell है उसने specific function perform करने हैं तो a few examples about that. RBCs जैसे हैं, so they help in the transportation of oxygen in the body, ठीक है? तो उसके अंदर ऐसी कैपेसिटी होनी चाहिए that means it can carry the oxygen and then take it to the rest of the body, right? Nerve cell help in the transmitting signals, electrical signals generate करता है, axon and dendrites की help से and then passing on the signal quickly and swiftly within the body, right? Muscle cell enable the movement about relaxation and contraction. हम कोई भी अपनी movement करते हैं, if I am able to move my hands, it is because of contraction and relaxation of the muscles. Guard cells which are present in the plant help in the opening and closing of stomata. When the guard cells need to open the stomata, they helps them to open like this, and when the work is done, they helps in the closure of the stomata, right? So these are the specific cell or the specialized cells that helps in different activities as per their roles. So that is all about the cells in this chapter. We have talked about the various cell organelles, their importance, their function, and how they enable a single cell to survive on its own, right? We know about the unicellular organisms also. वो पूरे metabolic activities कैसे perform कर सकते हैं? It is all because of these organelles, because they perform their specific functions. Right? This is all about this chapter. So see you in the next one.